Hi there, Sandra from Pilates Success at Perugian Beach. So today I want to share with you about my daily hip rehab. So it's a bit of a longer ongoing story, but basically I've had a really tight right hip for as long as I can remember. I've also since discovered that my right leg's 22 mil shorter than my left leg. And on top of that, through some load bearing, which I think possibly happened doing some weightlifting, I tore my labrum. So that's the protective coating on the joint. So it's just a little bit gumpy and it's a little bit uncomfortable and it just doesn't function very well. So I really have to stretch and mobilize every day. So I'm not a saint, there is days that I miss, but today I'm going to share with you some basic hip mobility stretch. A little bit of strength, but mostly stretch and mobility. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you today. So let's get started. Hi there, so I hope you enjoyed the fast version. Now we're going to break down each little movement so that you can practice this with me at home. Okay, so we're going to start with the side twist. So let's lay down. Always want to warm up the spine first, so either feet on floor or knees to tabletop position. Draw the legs over. You can bring the hand on the knees and let's have a nice big breath in through that position. You're going to come back through center, all the way over to the other side. Hold the knee down and nice big breath in there. You're going to come back through center. We're going to bring the feet to the floor. We're going to move into our hip stretch now. That was just to warm our spine up. Let's walk our feet wide on the mat and let's drop the knees over to one side. Your focus here is on stretching the thigh right out of the hip here. So there's your focus. Lengthen through that knee, nice and long. While you breathe and relax. And let's bring the knees over to the other side. Same thing, stretch that thigh right out of the hip. Not through center. So I've showed you a couple of quick movements there. So make the time to just do what feels right for you, at least 2 or 3 times. If we're holding a stretch, we want to hold a stretch for at least 45 seconds to a minute. But really enjoy that nice stretch. So next position now, we're going to have a look at the spiky ball. The dreaded spiky ball. The spiky ball is your friend. Trust me, if you've got hip issues, you need to release your glutes. It's not all about the hips. These muscles all work together. Now I've had hip bursitis. It is hell painful. It was that flaring up of the bursa in the joint there. So this is definitely my friend. It helped me. Warning, it can be painful. So you find your own little system there with that. But basically lifting up and let's do a little roll left and right and just really explore that glute. If we have a look at the glute muscle, it's pretty big. Well, mine is anyway. I like to work to a little system, a little side-to-side system. Where's my ball? So we're going to just sort of roll it backwards and forwards. We need to address the upper part of the glute right up there. So you could do that little forwards and backwards motion. You could also do a little circular motion, round and round there. Okay? And then obviously you're going to move then and do that same on the other side. If there's a little bit that needs a little bit more attention, you're just going to hold that spiky on it and breathe through the pain. Because trust me, there'll be a little bit of pain. So that's your spiky release. Okay, to finish off this small morning routine or afternoon routine, we're going to do some bridges. They are the go-to for any hip conditions. Now I'm only going to take you through a couple of repetitions, find what works for you. So laying down on your back, bring your feet in line with your hips, bring them close to your bottom. Little press of the shoulders, take a breath in. On the breath out, little tilt of the pelvis and peel up your hips. Your focus here is on length through the hips. You've got 2 strings taking you out through the knees. Get them long. In breath, and on the breath out, you're going to peel down the spine. So you've got some lovely spine mobility into this movement as well. And peeling up. So focusing mostly on length, but let's look at the strength component of this movement now. We've got glutes going on, we've got hamstrings going on. So get them working for you. Let's bring it up once more. Press into the toes, big toe, little toe, heel of the foot, press down. There's your strength. If you want to do a little add-on, let's drop and lift the hips. Drop and lift, drop and lift, drop and lift. Hold it, breath in, peeling down, one vertebrae at a time. And last one, but one of my favorites, is the V position. So there's your V position. Get your little ballerinas on. Come back into your bridge position. Take your V and let's peel up the hips. Focus on this lovely opening here. Nice glute squeeze here. And peel it down. And peel it up, open and wide. And if you want to add your little pulse, there's your pulse, pulse, pulse. If you want to add a single leg, you can extend. You can bring it back in. You can extend. You can bring it back in. And peel it down. So there you have it. My basic mat hip rehab routine. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you've got any hip problems, Pilates is amazing for hips. I know I've got problems, but without Pilates, I guarantee you I'd be heading in for a hip operation by now at my age. It's been a pleasure to share this with you. See you next time. Sandra at Pilates Success. Bye.